For today's video, you can be the judge. I'll present the gameplay to you and put forward my thoughts on what's going on, but you tell me if you think this is enough to call this person out for cheating, or if it's inconclusive, or you got it wrong, they are just highly skilled. Now watch as they scope right onto the guy on top of that rock. There is smoke up there. On X-ray mode, it's not as noticeable. The smoke could have drawn his attention. However, his scoping snapped right onto the player in the smoke. Taking a closer look in slow motion, you can see that initial scope snap onto target. Here's how it looks without X-ray mode on. Initial scope in, snaps onto concealed target. When they shoot, the enemy was briefly visible in the smoke. Seems to be leading their shots here. I find this strange here too. They scope right onto the center of the tree. Obviously there's an enemy behind that tree. Their scope goes right onto their head behind the tree. The logical place to target would be either side of the tree, not on the middle of it, where there's very clearly no player standing. Perhaps I'm overanalyzing though. Yet when players pull of shots like that, you have to think they are highly skilled. So it's confusing when they aim at the middle of the tree like that, when there was no visible target there. Another headshot, while distant, there was clear line of sight. Excellent recoil control and tracking in the crouch position. You never see this guy check anywhere other than where players are. When I play, I'm constantly checking trees hoping to pick out a player. This guy doesn't do that. He scopes in, and every time there's a player. Right now, he knows there's one player at the tree that he shot at, that there's one player in the glider, and that there's one player down near those buildings that was just shooting. What he doesn't know is the location of the fourth player. It is a big assumption that they aren't hidden in this field. Yet he pays it no mind, like he knows that there's no risk from them there. Doesn't even bother looking. Another near-perfect spray. And another. He's really mastered that weapon. That glider was vaporized. Does this look like an aim lock to you, or just someone that is really skilled? He knows where the glider guy is, but the other two enemies are concealed still. There was shooting in those buildings earlier, probably at the glider by the sound of it, but that's now old news. He seems to know that the two unaccounted players are in those buildings. It's true that it is the most likely place they'd be at this late stage. He changes to sniper rifle here. He can't see or hear that distant player moving. They are running behind the wall. Lucky they had it ready, because as soon as the enemy breaks cover, they are taken out. It's like they knew they'd be about to run right there. Now they are trolling the last guy. So, let me know what you think. Does this guy seem to be a little bit too good, like they are cheating, or do you think they are just a really good player? Third option is that they could be either not enough information to tell one way or the other. Let me know in the comments what you think. If it was up to me, I wouldn't ban him on this alone, but I would seek more gameplay on this guy. I'm pretty sure they are cheating, but there's just not enough incriminating play to put it beyond doubt. This is a bit cruel. It's like watching a cat play with a mouse that it's caught. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please consider giving a like to the video.